Here, see? I'm getting better at this camera work. Wait. Oh, shit. Oh. Hello, and in this video we're going to be looking at Tsuro, not Tsuro or Zoro or Zorro, Tsuro. Now this is a game which you go along a path, making sure you don't hit anything along the way. This game was made by Colibri Games, I think that I pronounced that right. Please put in the comments below if I've knackered that pronunciation up completely. The box is very nice, simple but elegantly coloured. Lots of orange and reds and creamy colours. Ages 8+, yeah, that's about right. 15 to 20 minutes, I'd say probably about half an hour to 45 minutes, depending on how long it takes for players to think on what to do for the turns. 2 to 8 players, yep. And on the back we have a little bit of an example of how to play. Pretty self-explanatory, and kind of the size of the table. My God, that kind of looks like someone. That kind of looks like someone I used to know. What it contains, and a little bit of a bio. Create your own journey with Tsuro, the game of the path. Place a tile and slide your stone along the path created, but take care. Other players' paths can lead you in the wrong direction or off the board entirely. Find your way wisely to succeed by staying on the board. Stay the path. Your journey begins here. Inside the box we get some stuff. The rules, which is kind of in the same size as the box, on this nicely detailed, shiny. This is just the back of it, by the way, but still very nice. Since time began, the dragon and the phoenix have guarded over and guided the entwining paths of life, maintaining the careful balance between the twin forces of choice and destiny. These two powerful beings share the noble task of overseeing the many roads that lead to divine wisdom. Through its masterful blend of strategy and chance, and be able to read properly, Tsuro represents the classic quest for enlightenment. It also contains this thing on it. Kind of looks like it's on tracing paper. Oh, it's that way around. Okay, I never noticed that. Build your path through discovery and chance. Quiet your mind. Your journey begins here. Tsuro, the game of the path. I don't see the point of this, but it's very nice. Then contains the board, which is folded up. So you unfold it as so. Come on, open up. Shouldn't be that hard. It's kind of like the size of the box times 4, I suppose. It's got, if I just move the camera somewhat, it's got these little notches on the bottom is where you put your playing piece. And then it's got these grid lines, which I'd wish they were a bit clearer. They weren't so drably coloured. I'd rather them be in thick black ink, the squares. Other than that, I mean, it's very nice piece of artwork of a very nicely painted, drawn and whatnot phoenix. But I just wish there weren't so much art over substance, I suppose. It also contains a baggie with 8 different coloured stones with a picture of a dragon on them. And yes, a baggie. Very nice. It also contains a large selection of tiles, each with a different number of roads on them, or paths, that you can follow. This is the back of them, and there is only one dragon tile. You give this to the last player to know when there is some tiles to be able to grab, they take the first one. Well, that's what's in the box, but how do you play? Once you've set the board up, each player takes a stone and places it on one of the notches, like so. Doesn't matter where your stone is placed, because your path will inadvertently change. You then shuffle all the tiles, placing the dragon tile at the bottom and these on top of it, placing them to one side like so, making sure everyone can get hold of them, of course. Each player then gets 3 tiles from the deck. It's randomly decided who goes first. Could be on age, roll a dice, flip a coin, your choice. So let's say I am this stone. This is what I go with. So I shall put this one down. You can put it down however you want. I put it down like so. I'll just zoom in the camera so you can see what happened there. So my stone started on that notch, so I put the tile on there. So the stone moves over to the end of the line until no more of the path is revealed. You then grab another tile from the deck, then it goes to the next player. Now here's an interesting thing. This other player is going to put this tile down on the stone there. Now what happens there is the player who put the tile down move their stone along the end, then the other player, or other players if there's more than one, move their stone along. But what if a tile forces 2 stones to go into each other? Then both players are defeated. Should someone place a tile that makes a player's stone go off the board, then they are eliminated from the game. The game ends when there is only 1 stone remaining. If all stones are removed, then it is a draw. So that's Tsuro. It's a very simple game. It's a very effective game. There is a few sort of niggles I have with it. 1, there is a baggie for the stones, but none for the cards, tiles if you will. This does mean they can get damaged or a little bit bruised, as it was, from the box knocking about and whatnot, which is a bit of a shame. It's a bit weird that they don't have a couple of baggies for the tiles, but there you go. Also, it feels a bit expensive. It feels like it's more to do with the art rather than the game, because the game is fairly self-explanatory. You go along a path, avoid other players, don't go off the board. But the art is very, very nice. It's high quality. That's not art. There's no argument there on that. And that might be a downside. You're looking at between 30 to 40 quid for it, and it feels more like a 25 quid game. However, I overlook the price somewhat, and I do stress somewhat, because the art is really nicely done. If the art was not as good as it is, it wouldn't be worth anything more than, say, 20, 30 quid at the most if you're being generous. So, that is Tsuro. Goodbye for now.